How's it going, everybody? Today we had the new BSG podcast, and we also got blessed by Papa Nikita with some brand new patch notes for patch 12.10, which is apparently, hopefully, going to be coming out early next week. Maybe. Fingers crossed. Let me just turn this down a little bit. Nikita's new track playing in the background. Very spicy. Go follow Nikita on Instagram and Spotify and all that. But anyway, let's get into the patch notes. Also, we just watched the podcast. I've got a little summary ready for after we finish the patch notes. So if you want to hear that, stick around until after I finish getting through all of these. Now, preliminary patch notes for 12.10. Added new voices for scab bosses. So this is for Rishala, Sanitar, and Glahar. Eventually, we'll probably get Killa and whoever else they haven't listed here. So Sturman and stuff. I'm assuming these are just the first three that they have done. New actions and conditions of scavs and sounds for them. So more scav upgradery going on. We've seen a lot of new behavior being added to scavs and the way they run around and kind of do different stuff now. So this is adding more and more to that. New clothing for USEC, bears, and for scabs. They showed some of the USEC clothing, I think, on the stream. They didn't show it very much, but it looked like there was some new stuff there. Very expensive stuff. One of the things was 6.5 mil. So I guess we'll have to wait until the patch to see what more clothing options we get, because they didn't show the bear stuff. New equipment. We've got some new chest rigs, tactical slings, hunting vest, a chest rig CSA. So if you guys know what this is, good for you. I don't know what any of this stuff is because they didn't actually show pictures of much of this stuff on the podcast. They also added 2 new colors for the slick plate carrier. It's going to come in olive and it's going to come in tan now. They also added some new backpacks. We've got the backpack Eberle stock G2 gunslinger, ballistic glasses, NPP condors, with additional armor protection for eyes. So we actually have eye armor coming in the form of equipable glasses now, which is interesting. I didn't even know that was a thing in real life, but I guess it's going to be a thing in Tarkov. We've got a new set of contacts, which are the Opsman Earmore M32s. They looked pretty cool when they showed them on the stream. A new GP7 gas mask, an army cap in several variations of colors, and camouflage. Now, they've also added a bunch of new items. So we've got an emergency water ration, a new hemostatic tourniquet, which is the cat. It didn't show it being used. However, I don't know if it's going to be faster or slower or what the price point is going to be, but we'll just have to wait for the patch and see then, I guess. We also have a new 7.62x39 round, which is the MAI AP. We also have a new 5.56 round, the SSA AP, and then another new 5.56 round, which is the MK318 Mod 0 SOST. So whatever the equivalent of that is in real life. I guess if you guys know, let me know in the comments down below, because I haven't got a clue. They also added the new STM9 pistol, which is this pistol right here. And this is a suppressed variant of it taken from the podcast. Looks very nice. Just another 9mm pistol being added to the roster of other 9mm pistols. We've also got new weapon parts. The Taiga 1 special melee tool, which is, I believe, the axe they showed on the podcast. I think there's a picture of it here in the leaks that we'll get to at the end of this. We've also got some new barter items. We've got a TNT brick, a ratchet wrench, and a can of thermite. So, more barter stuff. Hopefully a good sign for the future that we're going to be doing more barter trades. New filter for the stash for items found in raid. So we'll now filter all of the items that you have found in raid when you click on that, making it easier to find the stuff that you want to sell in the flea market. Sorting of quests by current location, which is really nice. I've wanted this forever. So you can just click, you know, customs, and it'll show you all your customs quests. So you're not going down through all your quest lists and be like, where's that other shoreline quest I was supposed to do 3 hours ago, but I forgot because I wasn't paying attention. The message item already purchased has been moved to the notification bar. When you double tap the voice line key, aggressive phrases will be played as in combat. When placing a new offer, the item selection window appears to the left. Experience category icons on the post raid screen. So I guess we're just going to get a more detailed breakdown of the experience split, I suppose, on the post raid screen. Now, changed. Steam Audio is finally back. So everybody, it's going to be your job to turn on Steam Audio when it comes back. Test it out, see what you like, see what you don't like, give the feedback to the devs. But it's finally coming back for all the people that wanted Steam Audio for the longest time and were complaining that it was gone. Thermal imaging rendering system. The loot is no longer highlighted, thank God. New system will allow further dynamic temperature changes for heating and cooling. Optimizations for improved performance when using a thermal imager or thermal imaging sights. So thermal's got a bit of love there, and some things were changed about it, so that's nice. The fences offers are no longer displayed on the flea market. Thank God. I'm sick of paying like 500k for some shit item that's worth like 10k anywhere else. Just because it auto-bought from Fence. And here's a big one that everybody will be relieved to hear. Rain sound is now 30% quieter. Can't wait for everybody to complain that it's not quiet enough. But 30% is a good start, so hopefully that's good. They're also nerfing strength and endurance bonuses. Yeah, I mean, it could definitely be nerfed a little bit, but I guess we'll just have to see what they do once we actually get the patch. Also, adjusted player spawns on customs. So, curious to see what they've done with this. Hopefully we don't spawn all right next to each other anymore on one side of the map. Increased hideout management leveling speed if solar batteries block is built. Okay, interesting. So, a means to level your hideout management faster if you have this built. Okay. Simplified the attention skill progression, simplified the mag drill skill progression, and missing items from the scav at the end of a raid if at this point there was a game update or the backend was unavailable for other reasons. Okay, so that seems like a very niche thing that they fixed, but it's fixed nonetheless, I guess. Now we've got a bunch of fixes here. We've got high volume breathing of some Baron Usek voices. Thank God. One of the bugs with grenade explosions without sound and explosion effect. Thank God. More like you throw 2 grenades back to back and the second one has like a 50% chance of making no sound, from what I understand. The lightning issues when spawning on interchange. I'm assuming the lighting issues, like it's very bright. Empty quick healing screen. Error 228 if filter end while crafting. Oh, okay. So this is when you're swapping out the filter in the hideout for making purified water. So a lot of people wanted that one fixed. It's annoying. It kicks you back out to the lobby. Resetting the progress of mag drill skill after leaving a raid. Inability to load into the game if you take in a raid with a lot of maps with tags. I guess that means you're bringing too much stuff into the raid with you and it just wouldn't let you in. Reset the select character customization lower to the standard. Power extract sometimes failed to trigger at the end of the exfil timer. Yeah, been there. Or my Uber driver just leaves without me. Love that one. Difference in the time flow of the hideout generator. So I wonder if the time is going to go by faster or slower now. I would assume faster, because the fuel cans actually last quite a long time, especially when you get your solar power built. Playing the sound of a distant gunshot while the shooter is in close proximity to the player. I actually didn't know that was a bug. Interesting. Bots not spawning in factory offline in horde mode. So that is now finally fixed for all the people that like to warm up doing offline factory horde raids. Various places on locations where it rained indoors. Oh, sick. So they're going to fix it so it doesn't rain in the car park and interchange anymore. That's pretty cool. Ability to save the preset if there are critical parts missing on it. The player received an outdated invitation to a group after restarting the client. Oh, so that's when you restart the game. Your invite's already there. You click it. It doesn't work. You've got to back out and then go back in. You have to disband the group. Missing shadows on factory after the reconnect. Currency conversion error in the client. When exchanging currencies on the client, the resulting amount was shown slightly less than necessary. Okay. Availability of container sorting on screens where it should not be. Examining an item on the scav item transfer screen did not work if the item is on the scav. Sounds of falling casings and ricochets of bullets were audibles for players in the bunker from outside the area on the reserve location. Huh, okay. Inability to ensure a cultist knife. You couldn't ensure the cultist knife. Okay. Lack of localization of firing mode in raid. Looking for notes in a player's profile. Various minor adjustments to the locations. Various minor bugs. Various network errors. And other errors. Spamming errors. Critical errors. And other crashes, disconnects, error 228s, etc. Now, we've got some AI changes. So bots on the move now shoot even less accurately than bots that are stationary. Who said stationary bots are inaccurate? But this is a good change. I'll take it. I love getting fucking headshot by Dimitri, who's fucking moonwalking backwards at 5 miles an hour and I can't track his face. Changes... Change the parameters of the effect of bushes on the visibility of bots. Bots now see worse. Okay, that's good. So not getting shot through bushes anymore. Slow down the reaction to normal bots when detecting the player. Change the parameter of player tracking to the last point. Bots follow the point less. The maximum enemy detection radius of bots has been reduced. Bots now do not fire while changing position to go, to prone. Oh, so they can't drop shot you anymore. Fix bosses spawn when they can appear without guards. fixed behavior when the bosses did not attack an enemy in offline mode, fixed sniper bot spawn, various server bugs related to bots. Very cool scav changes, although I'm worried that next patch we're just going to have brain dead scavs again, but we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. Optimizations, changes to the shader system eliminate some of the freezes and micro freezes that were caused by shaders at the beginning of a raid, during combat, contact, and during visual effects. Also some memory optimization. We've also got improved and corrected option in the MIP streaming setting. So this significantly optimizes the consumption of video memory for graphics cards with large amounts of VRAM and RAM for systems with a small amount of VRAM in the game, which provides smoother rendering and reduces the number of microfreezes associated with loading textures. Okay, so this is good. Option is now available at any texture quality, not just for high settings. Option is disabled by default. On low texture settings in RAID, some item icons may be unclear when the MIP streaming option is enabled. Change the texture quality option. The MIP streaming is not available in offline raids because there may be a delay due to loading and unloading of textures, but is available in offline raids and in the menu. For an efficient texture streaming system, it is highly desirable to place the Windows swap file on an SSD. As everybody, it is the one and most important thing you can do if you're an Escape from Tarkov player. The best upgrade you can get if you don't have one is to get an SSD. So that is a list of the patch notes. We're now going to go through the leaks that Nikita put up on the podcast that I talked about earlier. And then I have a list of a couple of things here in the Discord that I have written down. So this is the new pistol, also shown here with a new suppressor that we haven't seen before, the PL15. So it seems to be specific to this gun. The gun is called the PL15. We also have a new gas mask. We also have this, which is a 9mm semi-automatic DMR, I guess. It's I think Nikita called it a sporting rifle, so it's going to be incredibly accurate and very reliable. So I can see this gun being pretty sweet. You can put a really long barrel on it. There's a suppressor for it. There's compensators for it. There's different stocks, handguards, all kinds of stuff you can do with this gun. I'm going to use the crap out of this with 7N39. It looks like a lot of fun to use. And there's just another picture of it from another angle. But I'm excited to get this, the STM9. So this gun's really cool, and it sounds really, really awesome as well. If you get a chance, go back and watch it on the podcast and listen to the sound it makes. It's very, very nice. And here's a picture of it in RAID with a name point, or sorry, a Romeo on it. Yeah, it was very nice. This is also the new melee weapon. Nikita said that it's going to be very rare, and having this item is going to be like a flex. So I don't know where you're going to loot it. I don't know where you're going to get it, but I guess we'll just wait and see whenever the patch comes out. These are some parts for the Scar as well. They've also shown the fully assembled Scars here. I believe they said that there was the Scar H and the Scar L. There seemed to be a bit of a miscommunication there on which version of it was. So it seems like both of them are going to end up in the game, I think. This is the... Chat told me earlier. I can't remember, but it's basically the smart shotgun. It's made by Kalashnikov, right? But this is the smart shotgun. Looks pretty cool, so I guess we'll see that in the game pretty soon. The Ultima, that's the name of it, the Ultima. Thank you, chat. And here's just another picture of that semi-automatic 9x19 again. And now we've got some screenshots from Streets of Tarkov, so I'm going to go through these quickly because there's quite a few of them. And then I will finish this off by reading the last of the leaks. So this is a mini Goshan. We've got also another picture of the street here. It all looks very nice, very pretty. We've got like a little treatment area here. Blood on the floor, of course. More pictures of just the streets and the environment in general. And it all looks fantastic. It looks very nice. You can tell from like the screenshots we'd seen before, they've added like a lot more detail to the street and texturing and all that kind of stuff, which is probably what they spend a pretty large portion of their time doing. This place looks cool. I hope they put some kind of like secret bunker area in here that you need keys to get into or something, because like this place is cool, man. I love this like little like kindergarten kind of area, man. It's so cool. I hope they put sick loot in here, man. We've also got a really creepy picture of some underground car park, which is somewhere, or it might not even be an underground car park. This could be a part of the multi-story car park, but a little ominous red flare down there by the door. So I guess we'll see if there's anything cheeky behind there. Could be a marked room. Another picture of like nighttime from a place that isn't fully modeled and textured yet. As you can see, we've got quite a few of these pictures. Another picture of a nice hallway. I feel like we've seen this picture before, but the lighting looks fantastic. This is the Lexus dealership, so this is one of the places where we are going to have a Scab Boss interaction. This is like a little militarized bunker area, I guess. Kind of similar to what we got on Woods in the recent Woods expansion. This is a building under construction. I don't think this is the multi-story car park. I was looking at it during the podcast and wondering, but I don't think so. We've a little playground here similar to what we have outside of Interchange. More like little housing areas. Another little, what seems like it could be like a little scav zone where they hang out and stuff. Another picture of the car dealership. More pictures of inside the apartment buildings and stuff. This is, I'm assuming, a marked room because of the upside down cross on the floor and the cultist writing here. So I'm assuming this might be a building the cultists can be in. Another picture of an apartment building, more apartment buildings. Some kind of company building, I guess, with like emergency exit signs. I don't know what building this could be. And then a little photo development room. So this could be, I bet you this is probably going to, there's going to be a quest to come here, develop the photo, bring it back to whoever. Like maybe Jaeger found like a camera reel he wants you to go and develop or something. I don't know. But the dark room looks sweet. I love the lighting. But now that we've gone through all the pictures and all the leaks, we're going to go through a couple of the cool things that Nikita mentioned on the podcast. So the 12.10 build early next week, fingers crossed. Nothing special, but it's a good patch. But 12.11 is going to be much bigger and better. And they talked about some of the other stuff that's going to be coming out in 12.11, which isn't going to be too long after 12.10. So that's exciting. Also, a lot of people will be happy to know that Steam Audio is in fact coming back. That was also in the podcast notes. We've also got streamer mode coming. So for people that want to hide their name and maybe hide their raid code, I guess, you can turn streamer mode on. Which is coming in 12.11, and sniper scavs are coming back in 12.10. The factory expansion leaks, we're going to see these in the next week or two, so these are probably going to be going up on the official Instagram and Twitter accounts and stuff like that. So yeah, interesting stuff. I'm excited to see what they're going to do at factory. I have no idea what they're going to do, but I guess we'll see in a week or two. Also, they showed a little gif of this dude like swinging a massive sledgehammer, and Nikita said that it's going to be the factory scab boss. I don't know if he's joking, I don't know if he's trolling, but there's a chance that our factory scab boss might be this big lumbering asshole with a sledgehammer that's going to chase you around factory. So that's going to be pretty sweet, I guess. Also, the 7.62x39, for those of you familiar with PUBG, Mutant was shown. So it's going to be a semi-automatic 7.62x39 AR, so that's going to be fucking sweet. I love the Mutant in PUBG, and I think it's going to be really cool in Tarkov. And having a semi-automatic, 7.62x39 that isn't a Vepr is going to be pretty cool. So, yeah. Also, Lighthouse got confirmed today. So I didn't know this, but we're getting the factory expansion, then we're getting Lighthouse before the end of the year, and then Streets of Tarkov whenever that's going to be. So Streets of Tarkov is either going to be the end of the year or it's going to be early next year, like the dev said in the last podcast. But after the factory expansion, we're getting Lighthouse. So that's interesting because we haven't seen anything about Lighthouse yet. So that's pretty sweet. I thought Lighthouse was cancelled personally, but I guess it's actually coming. Also, so the rep for Fence is going to be our Scav Karma. So the higher your Scav Karma is, the more options and bonuses available to your Scav, there's going to be. So it's going to affect your cooldown. It's going to affect your starting gear and other things that the devs are going to talk about later. Nikita said like protecting Scav bosses and stuff like that will be tied to your Scav Karma, and Fence will have loot tiers now. So Fence is basically going to be your Scav trader, which is going to be super interesting. They're going to talk about it more at a later date. We only got a little bit of information on this today. Also, the Elkans, for those of you that really, really, really like the Elkan, you're finally getting the red dot mounting plate. Nikita said they were going to fix it at some point this year. So it could be in 12.11. It could be in fucking December. I don't know. Also, they have said that proximity chat and VoIP will be this year confirmed. So for all of you that were looking forward to VoIP and proximity chat coming out this year, for those of you that are not looking forward to it, stop bitching about it, go to your options and turn it off like a big boy and stop complaining. Also, another couple of things that Nikita mentioned. English speaking bear, not sure if they want it in the game due to lore reasons, so we might never get that. Switching gun shoulder to shoulder will be a thing, and it will be tested this year, whether added or not, we don't know yet. They've also confirmed that they are never changing from Unity because it'd just be impossible. So they're always going to stick with the Unity engine. Also, no broken English for scavs. Different clothing colors are planned, so you can choose what color you want for your favorite piece of clothing. It's just not a priority right now. There's also going to be a rework of sights and scopes in 12.11. And revolvers have been planned for literally 4 years, but every time they try to add them, there are problems with it. So hopefully we will get the revolvers eventually. Maybe this year. I don't know, though. Also, you will lose gear in arena mode. However, you will be able to ensure the gear that you bring into arena mode with you. So this is kind of the only detail we've gotten about arena mode at all. So I said I'd throw it in here. It's not really significant, but hey, they said it. Also, IR lasers will work this year. They are 100% going to fix that this year. Also, the Tavor and the Uzi will be added. They said they hope to add it, I believe, this year. But for those of you that want the Tavor, Nikita wants it in the game, and same thing with the Uzi. Somebody asked him, will the Bitcoin farm ever be reworked? Nikita said, yeah, something eventually, maybe. Don't know. They're going to do something with it, so we didn't really get a solid answer, but that's all we got out of him. Super dynamic economy is also planned, but we're also going to have to wait until we hear more details about this in the future, because it was kind of vague, like what they said. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all the info. There was some really cool shit. It was a really cool podcast. Again, stay tuned to the official BSG channels to keep an eye on the information about the factory expansion, which will be coming out in the next week or two, according to Nikita. So guys, please let me know down in the comments below what you enjoyed from this little breakdown. What are your favorite features? What are you looking forward to? What are you not looking forward to? What do you wish they would bring out now? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below. Hit the old subscribe button if you want to see more content like this in the future. Make sure to share the video with a friend who may be a little bit behind the old escape from Tarkov news. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out, my dudes.